Tana French joins us to talk about her psychological thriller In the Woods, a gripping story about a detective with a secret that rises to haunt him during a murder investigation. Tana, thanks for joining us.
Lovely to be here.
Now, this is your first novel. What did you do before becoming a writer?
I trained as an actress actually at Trinity College and acted for 9 years. Bits of film, lots of voiceover, but mostly theatre.
And what inspired you to write In the Woods?
Well, the thing about being an actor is that the gigs don't usually line up nicely. You've usually got a few weeks, a month in between. So you want to do, if you're going to be doing a day job, it should be something you enjoy. So I had always wanted to get into archaeology. I was working on this amazing dig. I was actually helping to dig out the ditch structure around a 16th century castle. And I actually found the 16th century coin that shows up in the book. The thing about archaeology is that you are working hard all day, but it leaves your mind free. So there was a woods near the archaeological site. And while I'm working away up to my eyes in mud, I'm thinking, what would happen if 3 kids ran into that wood to play and only one ever came out? And he had no memory of what happened that day. And then I thought, well, what if 20 years later he grew up to become a detective? What effect would that experience have had on him? And then what would happen if he got assigned to a murder case that took him back to the scene of the disappearance?
Did you find it difficult to write about the murder of young children?
It's really difficult even to think about the murder of young children. What I found almost more difficult was you start to realize that a murder has huge consequences. One murder affects not just the victim, not just the victim's family, but everybody investigating it, everybody who's touched by it.
You follow the proceedings of a murder investigation in impeccable detail. How much of this is research and how much of it is your imagination?
One of the things I did not expect about this when I went into it is just how much research is involved. I mean, I know about things, everything from the audition dates for the Royal Ballet School through to things that you actually probably don't want to know about, like rates of rigor mortis and decomposition and disturbing things like that. But there was a detective sergeant on the Irish police force who was just amazing. He took me around to places so that I could get descriptions right. He answered all my questions. He gave me huge amounts of time.
Now, the room we're sitting in has a very special significance in the book, doesn't it?
This is the library bar in the Central Hotel, which is in, appropriately enough, central Dublin. And it's one of my favourite places to go because Dublin's got very crazy recently, and this is one of the few places where there are big armchairs, there are old books, and there's just a feeling that it hasn't changed very much in all the time it's been here. So probably because I like it, I set a scene from the book in here. There's a scene where the murdered little girl's sisters phone up Ryan and say they have something very important to tell him, and they meet here.
It's difficult to know in your book who actually did it, because in some books you know after the first 3 chapters, but not the case in yours.
I hope not. I'm not sure. Whenever anybody reads it, I ask them when they're about halfway through, so who do you think did it? Who do you think did it? And so far most people have been wrong, which is good. I think people like to have a surprise.
Tana, that was great. Thanks so much for talking to us today.
Thanks for having me.
In the Woods explores the effect of murder on a family and community and will keep you turning the pages till the very end.